meticulously kept in North Phoenix for under $1 million. You want to see this?
Today we are at 31615 North 20th Avenue. I'm going to take you inside, but first let's check out this adorable interior courtyard. I'm a sucker for a good courtyard. So there's a nice little peak, just kind of surrounded by the entryway. This area we'll come back to. It is an attached casita. And so let's make our way inside. Got a beautiful front door. I love that the screen door is built into that door. So I don't think I captured it, but you can just open it. I'll give you a quick peek into the main living area and then show you the rooms right off the entry. So here we have the laundry room and a little drop station area off of the 2-car garage. So nice little storage and place for you to do the laundry. We'll step out to the 2-car garage. You'll see a water heater there, lots of storage inside of the 2-car garage, as well as a beverage fridge and a little doggy door. We'll come back in. And then off to the left is a dedicated office. And you can see it is being purposed that way, maybe a little workout area as well. And then a coat closet just off of that as well. I did talk with a neighbor who is in a similar model, and that front room is a bedroom in another model. So kind of curious always what the little differences are. And then off the entry is a powder room, little half bath for anybody visiting. Hello, hello. And then a guest bedroom, really nice and spacious guest bedroom. It does have an ensuite as well, the travertine floors. And then what I like is that the window overlooks that front courtyard area, allowing lots of light to come through. We were there about noonish. Well, I think by this time it was about 3 o'clock on a Sunday in the summer. So there's that bathroom area, vanity, and then a walk-in closet with lots of storage all the way up to the ceiling. So lots of space there. We'll make our way back out. The floors you can see are a travertine floor. Lots of windows that run along the side of the house, and that kind of family room area, and then a separate area for dining. I'm going to show you this little feature I just love. Well, electronic blinds. The one I don't know, maybe it didn't catch the signal on the remote, but it goes there in a second. So gotta love that for when it's time for some privacy. Just pull those shades, but nice, spacious family room area. And love that there's also room for a dining table for those little more formal moments. Keep walking through, and there's like a sitting area with a cozy gas fireplace that does look out into the rest of the living area, so that you're not feeling super confined. But this is nice, especially if you're entertaining, maybe finishing some things in the kitchen and want to visit, not be too far from your guests. That overlooks a beautiful backyard, and I'll take you out there in just a moment. And then we have the kitchen. So center island, nicely seats 3 at the counter there, bar height, high-end appliances. Got the granite countertops, 6-burner gas stove, dishwasher. You can see the double ovens, plenty of counter space, plenty of cabinetry, nice little workstation, and eat-in kitchen area as well. And then I'll take you into the primary. So just around the hall. Again, travertine throughout. Lots of light. Love how those windows go basically floor to ceiling, allowing that light to flood in. And it just overlooks that backyard again. Now that is facing east, so really great for some sunrise, morning light to peek into those windows. I'm into that. Are you into that? Then a nice spacious bathroom. So soaking tub, a separate step-in shower, pretty standard shower, but really well kept. This home was built in 2004, and I mean, very, very little signs of wear and tear. Separate toilet room, and then a walk-in closet with a closet system. Another look at that primary, and then we'll step out, and I'm going to take you outside. This was, again, like I mentioned, built in 2004 by Toll Brothers. We are in the Sonoran Foothills community in North Phoenix. Cross streets are popular here. So if you're curious about cross streets, we're at the I-17 and Sonoran Foothills Drive, basically. So covered patio outside, plenty of space for a table and chairs, some really great landscaping, pavers all the way out to that gate, and then an outdoor kitchen, complete with a barbecue, a cooktop, and a refrigerator. Nice little sunning patio here. Great place for a book and a little bit of tanning, I think. What do you think? Beautiful sparkling pool. There are a number of little steps for you to enter. And then if you peek over there, a nice little table. I'm thinking chips, salsa, and a little margarita. What about you? There is actually also a water feature and fire feature on that pool as well. And then as we make our way over, you can also see outdoor fireplace, little cozy area, and then that side area where the pool equipment and ACs are going to be tucked away. So really good use of the space. Not a lot of maintenance back here, which is nice. And then you get a wash behind the house. So you get that natural look, but you don't have to take care of all that space, which I really love. Back in the kitchen, a little eat-in area. And then I'm going to take you back out through the home, out the front door. Like I said, that door does have like a screen function, so you can keep that closed but open-ish. And then this is the attached casita. It is a 1-bedroom. There is a bathroom in there as well. Unfortunately, I did not have a key to open up that area. But man, isn't this little courtyard and walkway so adorable and charming? Love the gate. Pavers on the driveway, stonework on the front of the house. This is kind of out there. This is a listing by my colleague at Compass. Her name is Katie Backus with Backus Realty Group. So I do have her permission from her and her client to do this. But yeah, there's the front elevation. Charming, tucked in off of the main entrance. And just a nice little quiet street in Sonoran Foothills. Now let's talk about where Sonoran Foothills and this property is located relative to the greater Phoenix metro area. So right now I have a map up on the screen with a handful of like key points of interest that you may be familiar with to help get you kind of oriented. You're going to notice that the blue dot, that is actually where I'm sitting right now, which I live in the Sonoran Foothills area. So that makes it real easy for me. And so let's orient first down to the airport. So if you follow the 17 all the way south and then hit the 202, I think it's like the 10 and then the 202, you're going to run into Phoenix Sky Harbor. That's about a 40 to 45 minute drive. And that is our main airport. Of course, there are a number of smaller airports in the area, including Dove Valley Airport, which is up closer to in this area. Then, of course, if you're curious about some education centers, we have ASU Tempe campus, not far from the airport. Again, probably another you're like maybe a 45 to 50-minute drive from Sonoran Foothills. We've also got Grand Canyon University. That's just off the 17, probably more like a 25-minute ride from the Sonoran Foothills community. Then if you're thinking about like shopping, entertainment, dining, that sort of thing, we've got, right in your backyard, the shops at Norterra. That's about a 10 to 15-minute ride. Plenty of shopping, basic restaurants and things there. Then downtown Phoenix is down the road quite a ways. In the downtown area, we've got Scottsdale Quarter along with Kierland Commons, Arrowhead Town Center as well. And then some recreation, things like State Farm Stadium, of course, where the Cardinals play, but there's also concerts and big expos, home and garden shows, things like that held at State Farm Stadium. There's Lake Pleasant Recreation Area. And then I do have a couple of golf courses here as well, the 500 Club, as well as Dove Valley Ranch Golf Club. Of course, there's a number of others in the area, not all that far. And then last but certainly not least, in the event that you're curious about where this home is located relative to the Mayo, that is right here. And that's about a 25-minute ride from Sonoran Foothills. Oh, and then I said last, but maybe this is actually what I mean by last but not least. We can't talk about this property without talking about its proximity to the TSMC Arizona Corporation. So that is the semiconductor plant, as well as all the various suppliers. Big point of interest and big employment center in the area. And that is literally just across the highway from Sonoran Foothills community. So I hope that's helpful in getting you oriented. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I like to take you on a little cruise through the neighborhood. So we are on Bronco Butte. Bronco Butte Drive is one of the roads that sort of runs through Sonoran Foothills. And let me tell you a little bit about this community as we're cruising along. This community was built between 2004 and 2011. The property you just saw was built by Toll Brothers. However, there are other builders in this community, such as Shea and Meritage, T.W. Lewis. So you do get a nice variety while still having a comparable look. The community that I showed you the property in is gated, and many of the communities inside of Sonoran Foothills are gated. However, there are some that are not. And because of the wide range of builders, there are different price points. There are, townhome and condo style, single family, as well. So, there's just a lot of variety throughout the community. And now I'm pulling up to the community center, which is just chock full of really awesome amenities. You can see, I mean, just the maintenance alone is really impressive. I love that about the Sonoran Foothills community. Like I've mentioned, I do live here, so I have firsthand experience with that. But yeah, there's a beautiful resort style pool, including a lap pool and splash pad. There's a beautiful like community center with lots of room to, kind of tuck away if you're trying to maybe get a little privacy, or if you want to do some entertaining. There's a big commercial kitchen, lots of meeting space, plenty of playgrounds. There's basketball, tennis, volleyball, a dog park for small dogs and large dogs. And then right over here, you can kind of see off in the distance is the elementary school. I have a kiddo that goes, well, he's in the middle school part, so it's K through 8. And it's just like the most charming little thing to me in the mornings when I see all the kiddos, making their way to school on their scooters and bikes and with their parents. It's just like the sweetest thing. So I'll take you by the school and encourage you to reach out if you want to see this home or any others in the area. My name is Heather Patterson. I'm with the S4 Real Estate team with Compass. My number is 808-352-9290, or you can email me at heather@s4realestate.com. Have a great day and see you next time.